I need you to win. And
Oh,
is it? Okay.
just
Are
trying
they?
to remember where they were
Okay,
going.
they are very late to upper. Luckily, ViCi's not going. Looking at the GG bet odds. 1.6 for ViCi. Still favoured. That's what you expect on Nuke. Look at him. Just straight down the vent. No fear, just no smoke, no flashes. Just get straight in there, get the bomb down. No rotations yet from Invictus. Only now you're starting to see them head towards Megaton.
Looked a little lost for a second, but they are back as Zoking finds the first pick onto Flying. But the CTs are quite far away, looking to go for a three-man retake over towards Ramp, as Xiao is going to be completely kept onto the upper side of the map. However, Destroyer just looking to make his way back in, just trying to spot ahead. Advent jumping, looking for the info. Zoking, solid position as well. Flash comes through, but it's not going to blind Zoking at all. There we are, just going to see the wrap there. Jam Young with the P250 trying to get it done. It's going to be Viva falling and a mop-up. ViCi looking solid on that T-pistol. No casualties.
Yep. Very, very good pistol. Very straightforward win. Not really being contested at all. And that's not what you want to see from Invictus. They actually need to, I would say, do a lot of work on their CT side if they're going to win Nuke here. And to be honest, I think it's right on track, Mac, for you to finally get to watch a game of Train.
Oh, yes, completely forgot about that. But I'm excited. These two teams as well. Should be a very good one. And we do see ViCi starting to go over towards Outers.
Yep, just taking their time. It's a force buy for Invictus. They're not really contesting Outers at all, just looking for picks with that scout on Viva, poking and prodding around that outside area. ViCi probably going to throw these wall of smokes on the fly. No, they're just going to run out under Viva's sightline. So they've made it across the secret without any info from the CT. So there's not going to be any rotations here for the Pistol boys.
And Viva would have fully spotted that if he wasn't crouched. So unfortunate, you can see there he did spot the final man, knowing that maybe one is down, Flying, not aware that they could be all over sight now. And he's going to be mollied off both sides of Mega. Smoke goes down as well just to deny vision. ViCi, very strong approach on the anti-eco.
I would just save. I would legit just save if I was a CTs. No point going for this, trying to force the retake onto the lower bomb site with no utility, with no control of vent or windows or anything. And I think they're going to do that.
Hedgy bets. Good decision. CT side as well, so no issue with going for those saves. You still get the money even if you lose the round, so I'm sure everyone will be happy with that. Viva might even be able to get himself a bit of body armor. Just to try and stay safe. Nah. Nah. Deep lines, not going to get tagged if you're on the scout anyway, so.
If you get body armor and then you get like 2.7 or something next time, they end up with 3.5 or something, 3.1. That's like MP9 armor, bit of util.
MP7 armor.
Great. Oh, no. We don't talk about that.
MP7 armor.
We don't talk about that.
Press your auto buy key. Let's see where that goes.
F2 it to victory.
Goes to win.
He doesn't buy the body armor, so I wouldn't be worrying about it, Mac.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time ViCi's lost to that buy. Anyway, that's if it happens. Now, let's see how this one goes over towards Ramp. Very fast approach. Flying, just going to be dropping that smoke instantly as he heads down. Doesn't have any backup just yet. No one dropping on the vents for Invictus, as ViCi aren't committing to the lower site, just taking ramp control, thinking about maybe going through elbow, maybe to hell there, where if they do go, two CTs waiting for them.
Yeah. They're just holding on to that ramp control. Not really doing a whole lot at the moment, waiting for aggression from the CTs. Plenty of time on the clock here for ViCi, and now they're going to start to work their way down Megaton.
Zoking gunning for an entry. It's going to be Orman doing the damage first. Flying, nice line, finds a head, but unable to find it. Eventually flicks across, gets Zoking. That's a nice pick to get. Back to the 3v3.
Yeah. Now you're going to see Oi. He's actually slipped his way down the vent. Bomb only just now being established, but can ViCi get in strong post plants? Now Oi going to pop that door open.
And that's going to be the first found. Now that's a numbers advantage for Invictus. Still, they have to rotate. Xiao down, he is a little bit too far away, but Oi is just trying to find a line. Jam Young, solid position here on top of the site. Now just waiting. That flash not going to affect him at all. And Molotov as well is just going to completely lock Invictus out.
Galil.
They're going to have like no time remaining. Galil doing work there for Jam Young, but they're going to try their hand at it. Straight out into the open. Cars 8 knocks them down a notch. Zhao and Viva both found That's going to be 3 already on the board here. T-side Nuke looking strong, but Invictus, it's their time to buy.
Yep, not too bad. Got 3 guns out of that, taken away from ViCi Gaming. But all things considered, ViCi's pretty strong economy now. Viva's going into the AWP. Kind of an interesting dynamic on Invictus as to who's AWPing on which given map. See them mix it up from time to time, which is quite interesting.
Just whoever feels it on the day sometimes.
Yeah, no.
Top hut molly coming through there. And a faster approach through hut already, straight onto the A site. Kaze holding his trophy room push as we see Invictus completely mopped up there. That's going to be A site found, and Invictus might just call the save from here.
Yep. They're going to have a lot of issues trying to retake this site. Flying's copying a whole bunch of damage from the molly, and yeah, all right, straight back to CT spawn. Top side execute for ViCi very, very quickly. And win those key couple of duels. That's a cute heaven boost. That might actually give Jam Young a bit of an angle into CT here. Oh, never mind. Don't think that's what he wanted at the end of the day.
And Viva just had the line held, ready for the aggression. But what we just saw ViCi do is exactly what we saw Avant do to Order earlier on, knowing that on the CT side you can't get some great utility on that first gun round, so you go for a faster rush, hoping that there aren't the Molotovs thrown to stop you. And ViCi, they just go guns blazing.
Yeah, sometimes. I think once you get to that 4th round buy, it's like usually the util is pretty strong. Ooh. It's usually more that 3rd round buy where you do have to go light on the util. You could see they had like 5 to 6k on that 4th round buy. That's a nice shot though. So they did have the util they needed. It's just, I guess they unfortunately couldn't throw it in the right spots. Either way, Invictus with those 3 guns saved over. Do just drop 2 of those rifles.
And they get another shot.
Yep. And it's a fast wall of smoke this time around for ViCi.
We have Orman going straight through Squeaky as well, just trying to go toe-to-toe. Manages to get the vent drop down. Now he might have a bit of an engagement with flying as the bomb's going to start to cross there. And again, those deep triple outer smokes allowing the cross over so safely. ViCi, they're just going to dominate the lower side. There's the pick as well that's happened onto flying. Orman doing God's work there with the fast rotation. And Invictus, from this point, man disadvantage and no control of the lower side at all. Another pick onto Viva. Look, this is a situation where Invictus should just be calling the save again.
Yep. ViCi's running circles around them, essentially. Anything that ViCi wants to do, wherever they want to go, not much resistance is being put up by Invictus. And they are not looking too fantastic here at all. Very difficult for them. Now looking for some exits, and ViCi charging up Megaton. Jam Young even wins that duel. No duels won by Invictus. They are really just getting absolutely blown away here in Nuke.
Yeah, so slow start as ViCi are looking hot indeed. Zhao going to 67. Just needs to survive a second, but it's going to be Kaze to find him through the edge of the box. So maybe showing himself wasn't the greatest idea. That's going to be 5 in a row for ViCi.
Invictus, they really can't afford to get off to this slow start that we're seeing from them, because it's going to force them, if they're even going to try and contest for this map, to dig much deeper into that T-side playbook, which, I mean, with the way things are going, I'm not sure is going to be that deep. Sure, they've played a fair amount of Nuke, but up against ViCi, I don't think that they're in the same caliber, really. Now a different variation on the wall of smokes, the right side wall of smokes this time around.
Oh, that one hurts.
Yep. Hit him with the one deagle shot, and the lobby crunch comes in, and actually they do trade out, and Oi gets his hands on an AK. And look at how confident ViCi are. Do they avoid the AK? No, they just run straight toward him.
Yep.
You're not holding on to that one, mate.
It's done already, so Invictus will have their best buy yet. But will it be able to stop ViCi, because ViCi are hitting everything in their tracks, just looking to cause a bit of devastation early. 6 rounds on the T side. That's already starting to get towards the par mark.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think
this might be
when you've got a proficient Nuke team, they can even just get like double digits, to be honest, on T-side Nuke if they're feeling it on the day. And ViCi looks like they're feeling it. They've already got so much cash that it's going to be quite hard for Invictus no matter which way they go, because even if they win some rounds, ViCi's got cash in reserve, and then once they burn through that, that's when the loss bonus starts to kick in a little bit more. Now ViCi throwing a bit of an uppers execute once again.
Straight in, and Destroyer able to get one this time, but one is not enough. Oi needs to do big work, but it's Jam Young to do it all himself. Straight in, completely clearing out that A site, and Xiao Sage and Flying probably going to be looking for the save again. 2v4 is not a solid situation to go for here.
Just fast-paced, relentless aggression from ViCi, running all over Invictus. This game is not close. I don't even know how many opening duels Invictus have really won, if any.
Well, look, the duels, they haven't won. They got first blood because Destroyer at least got a kill. But unfortunately, that doesn't really equal too much. Billy, not impressed at all. Xiao's going to try to fight for his life. 2 with the AUG. Underarms the smoke. Kaze locks him into the corner. It's going to take him down. So, look, I guess an expensive round for ViCi maybe, but the money, like, it doesn't matter. Zoking, he was $50 or $150 off being maxed.
Give him an AK, Kaze. You don't need all that. If Advent buys himself, that's just disrespectful.
Come on, Kaze, drop it over.
It's just inefficient.
Advent's probably calling for it, Kaze. Being ignorant and just not listening.
Wow. Wow.
That
is, nah. I don't want ViCi to win anymore.
Nah. Kaze's going to max out. That's wasted cash.
Wasted money.
Wasted cash.
How dare you, ViCi Gaming? It's really going to matter as well.
You're giving me that cash.
It's going to make a big difference.
I'm thirsty.
The way this game's gone.
I'm greedy. Anyway, flashing all the way over to the yard there. This time it's just a couple of Deagles, M4, and that Mag 7 to get some damage done. Jamyoung straight into Annex, and he finds an easy one of the Xiao, who really just doesn't shoot back, hoping he wasn't spotted. Viva going to be locked here at Hell, tries to get to the safety of Heaven, but you see Jamyoung just trying to make his way forward. Orman as well, just holding his ground. 2 for him, doesn't see the third man coming through. That's going to be a Mag 7 kill. An upgrade to the AK. Can Destroyer do anything from here? Because ViCi are just running straight towards him. Tries to find a blind fire through the smoke, but it's not going to work out. 4v1. Cannot get anything more done.
Yeah.
It's going to be Jamyoung on a very, very big round. 3 kills for him. And just dishing out a bit of revenge to Invictus for losing last map.
I actually legit think, like, the strategy for Invictus for Nuke here is basically just like, we'll get him on train, boys. At this point, like, they're actually
We're
just
8 rounds in.
They're actually just getting owed. Do they even have 8 kills?
Like, boys, look, we'll pack our bags. We know we're a train team. We know we can do it.
They got 10 kills across the team in 8 rounds. It's not happening.
Oh, well, the fast approach again, and a sight almost down for 3. Oi tries to go for that upward spray transfer, unfortunately can't hit it. But it is a tough one to deal with. 3v3 now. Here's the situation. Invictus may be able to get their first round on the board.
Lion comes in, he gets that entry as well. He gets 2 for himself, in fact. So Orman's got a 1-on-3, but he started nicely.
Strafing straight out of Heaven. Let's see if Orman managed to turn the tide here. Beats that Molotov, and he does have a line. Oh, he's got it onto the 1v1. Flashes himself straight back out and could win it. Molly's there, doesn't burn in it. Oh, Solo tagged through the wall. Knows that he's not on the bomb. It hasn't been tapped yet. Orman. And gets the timing. Xiao, what are you doing?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Huge flash.
If he didn't run out of ammo, that flash would have done it. ViCi's feeling it, man. This is beautiful CS.
Just crazy. This is the ViCi that you expect to see every time. Maybe you don't expect to see.
Maybe last year I would have said that.
We've had pretty high expectations for the last couple of months, and this is the ViCi that we talk about when we say the ViCi we know that can play well. Don't pull faces at me.
I'm not.
I saw that.
I was pulling on my cable. It was causing me trouble, Mac.
Oh, you were in pain.
Yes.
Of course.
I think Invictus is as well, to be honest. I think probably we just need to put them out of their misery.
Yeah, you would just
get on to train at this point.
Channeling Invictus's energy right now.
Yeah.
Full pain. Well, let's see if they can crack the code this time. Using a 1v3 in the previous. Might have been enough to get them fired up. ViCi again, just going to go for a bust, but this time at least waiting the time out a little bit. Orman has to go for the drop at Annex. Flying, falling, dodging those flashes, but still he's going to be caught off guard. Oi expects the aggression. That one's been communicated nicely, and that's an advantage. But again, Zoking just slots that through the smoke. Destroyer unable to play in that position. Oh, actually, this is going to be the flank dealt with. I thought it was Flying that actually fell. And with all of these picks, Flying almost last alive there. Jamyoung finds him anyway. And where the hell is Xiao? He's down towards Decon 1v3. It's a big ask for him.
He's a pretty clutch player. Gonna wrap around back towards window side. So King's still in another dimension, so it's kind of like a 1 or 2, to be honest.
But what if you had Advent running at you with 2 finger guns pointed straight towards you, saying, "Show us what you got."
And he's just got his arms crossed because he's got nothing.
Because he's grumpy. He doesn't like the situation. And look, great readjustment, but unfortunately Jam Young is on one right now.
10-0.
Taps you straight in the head. That's it. 10-0.
Man, what is it with this tournament and Nuke games? Renegades, the Chiefs, and now this. I had
Very,
to cast
very
both of them.
one-sided affairs so far. Well, look, there's not much to say other than this is how you play T-side on Nuke. This is how you just completely demolish your opponents, as Invictus just seem to have vacated the premises.
Yeah, look, this is why we say ViCi Gaming is by far and away the best Nuke team in Asia and has been for ages. They were the first early adopters of this map, and they've been reaping the rewards of it ever since. And here's just yet another example of it, more than a year after they started playing it.
Oh!
Okay. This would be the kind of round that they would win, right? Like the Eagles, yeah. Yeah, look.
Yeah, why not? If not now, then when, you know? And they say, okay, now, Deagles, 3 AKs, picks up Warman.
Okay, hold on.
He won a 1v3 before.
Hold on.
He wants to do it again, but more. Let's see. He can edge forward, mollied off.
This is all isolating duels and crosshair placement. If he swings too wide, then he's probably dead. All these CTs are very split up, though.
He's grabbed that molly. It makes sound, though, so... Once communicated, flying, wrapping around. Flicking, looking to hold this. The line's found as Orman tries to sneak his way through, but Zhao, nice line on the stairs, manages to find the headshot, and there it is. So no 16-0s today, unfortunately, for you guys at home. But still, let's see if Invictus can come back into the half and keep this one competitive.
No.
No.
At best, you get 10-5'd.
Right. The big man, the big brain of Asian CS has spoken. And 10-5, look, not enough on that CT side.
Not good.
Not good indeed. Well, let's see. ViCi putting on the brakes early. Zoking has managed to cross safely into Secret, although when I say safely, he's ran through a Molotov and taken 70 damage. It's not looking healthy.
Reckon he was choking because of all the smoke?
Maybe.
So King was choking?
Zoking was choking. And Pilly is not joking. Flying. Able to get too much done. Had a lineup, but Jam Young, he is on one with the rifles. Viva, something to say about it. Tries to tank the molly, but can't find a thing. Going to be flashed off the line as well. Now ViCi going to the lower site. And with Zoking in this position, he should be able to split, but looks like it's the double back. You got Orman just waiting for this aggression through Squeaky, and he might be able to find it too. Oh, spotted. And he's not going to go away with that. Destroyer, no idea that Orman was still lurking, waiting, and that's going to be the A site found. However, Viva is still there at hell, so fast rotation up to heaven.
Dude, ViCi in every mid-round are like so many steps ahead.
Soaking.
Like the amount of times Invictus is just like running through a part of the map and they're just getting shot in the side.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It just looks like Invictus has been completely conditioned by everything that ViCi's done. They're trying to react, they're trying to adapt, but just nothing's happening. And half the time they're not looking in the right direction. 2 kills, the last 2 kills there. One was because you had Viva still worried about the ramp area, and that last one, just worried about heaven. So
this game is legit what it looks like when I try to play someone that's way better at chess than me. It's like no matter what you do, you just get completely owned. Every angle. Opponent's like 4 steps ahead of you.
yeah,
You're just like, oh, yeah, just move my bishop here. That looks pretty good.
crunching the numbers. Something that you're pretty good at usually.
No, I'm pretty bad with numbers. I'm more of a feels guy.
Remember
I'm a good vibes guy, Mac, as you know.
All about the vibes.
Yeah. So I did.
That's up. Anyway.
Enough of that.
Enough of that, boys. All right, we're here for the action, here for a bit of Asian CS.
What happened to, what was that? Was it Coach Mac?
Coach Mac.
Coach Mac?
Oh. Wow. Well.
I can't even remember what it sounds like
Haven't
anymore.
seen him for a while. All right, boys. Yeah, look. Coach Mac here. I know, look, we're 10 rounds down. We're right in the deep end. Look, at least we've got the guns. We've got another map to play with. We're a map up. Just, this is where you give him a big win.
Ooh.
You give him a big win. You keep him guessing for a moment. Off the back of the big win, you take the final map. That's going to crush their spirits, and then for the rest of the tournament, ViCi is screwed.
Okay. Beaver's actually playing. He's getting a lot of kills. And this is
really
looking
is.
like Invictus about to double their rounds. That's pretty nice.
Individual performances. See, I told you, it was Coach Mac getting in the server and letting the boys know it was enough. Viva, I'm in his ear.
Coach Mac is actually next level. I mean, Order don't have a coach, I don't think. So I think it's time, Mac.
Look, Invictus, I'm saying, I'm right here. Look, Spinach, obviously not getting the job done.
No, you could never criticize Coach Spinach.
No, never.
What are you doing, Mac? You think you're better than Spinach? No way.
I wish. Anyway, there it is. 2 rounds on the board. 11-4 at best if Invictus capitalise now.
I think it just needs some more Coach Mac, to be honest.
I reckon it was Coach Mac getting him over the
Maybe
line.
later though. Once is enough per half.
It actually cooks my throat so much. I gotta not do it. Especially with how much CS is on the horizon.
That's why you're not Order's coach. No other reason.
Yeah.
Just that.
You're too busy, you know.
Yeah.
Although they did say they prefer you, I'm just saying. You know, I'm not offended, Ali. Just you know, screw you. Anyway,
All right. Well, Invictus, they're winning rounds now. That's new. Let's see if they can keep doing that.
yeah.
It looks like ViCi going to go for an uppers hit on the mid-round timing. There it goes.
Utility, in comes the entry. Zoking doing God's work. Jam Young as well. Just so crucial on the rifles. Viva's still alive at Heaven, though. Could have an impact if he can equalize it to the 2-on-2. Invictus with a great chance now, but it looks like the others are flying, rotating, but straight into the molly he goes. Viva unable to find anything else. And from this point, you look at the money, you think, maybe if we just save, we can have a good chance in the final round of the half, and it looks like that might just be the call. But ViCi making sure they're giving them nothing at the moment. Orman as well, just making sure that AWP doesn't get saved across, because Viva's still up here at Heavy. Flying's been dealt with, and that's going to be the easiest kill of Orman's life on the ladder as well. Upgrade to the AWP. And there it is. 13-2 maybe. Did he just... They have so much money, he didn't even need that gun.
Yeah, I mean, the way this half is going is basically summed up by the fact that you've got a 3-on-2 on the uppers side, and Ullman's full confidence just knife out, walked through lobby to ramp room, back around to Heaven. And look, it's not like that's not a good play or anything, but that's just not something you do if you're sweating.
Yeah.
And your opponent's putting you under pressure.
It's when you know you're in the lead and you have your opponent on the ropes, just completely trying to big brain them. And it works. Invictus just hanging around like a bad smell for a little bit too long. And another entry, Jam Young straight through here over towards ramp, and we're going to go toe-to-toe with Oi as well, who gets binked through the corner. Does some binking back too.
Yeah, he's trying to bink as hard as he's being binked, but he eventually will fall back, and you're seeing some rotations pulled down into lower now. Destroyer's done good work from elbow there. And it looks like they're going to go on the aggressive here in Invictus Gaming. They need to find out what's happening.
Well, at least they'll know the trophy room was clear for now. ViCi, how do they get away with that? That's
Just
ridiculous.
Doing the most cooked plays, but...
Yeah, boys, dry out Squeaky. 3-man vent drop.
Scout vent, flash to our own smoke, push through the smoke,
Push through
easy
the
kill.
molly.
Nice.
All right, a little bit chaotic of a round. Kaze as well, not expecting the counter molly push, and that one's worked out. 12-3 at the half. ViCi are decimating Invictus, getting a bit of revenge. Ladies and gentlemen, second half is on the horizon. We'll see you in a minute.
told me take it easy. Yeah, yeah. I just came here to make y'all feel good. You know what the message is. Suddenly you're with me now. You know what the message is. I've been running wild, wild for you, babe. You know what the message is. I don't have no patience. Ain't no conversation. Sometimes make you feel good. I just wanna talk, but you don't wanna listen. Tryna go far, but you got mixed feelings. So I'm finished. I'm on my way. Then you tell me you need it. Back in my space. Hey, yeah. How could I lie? Just to be cold. Wanna be honest. You should know. I just came here to make y'all feel good. You know what the message is. Suddenly you're with me now. You know what the message is. I'll be running wild, wild for you, babe. You know what the message is. I don't have no patience. Ain't no conversation. Feel good. Sometimes make you feel good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to get into the second half, and, well, it's looking like there might not be too much of it. ViCi 4 rounds away from taking map number 2 and sending this straight over to Train, as the GG Bet odds signal that ViCi are certainly in the lead right now. As we do see Invictus now on the on the T side rather. Let's see if anything changes here. It's a slow approach as there's a lot of action going on over towards out as Destroyer is certainly going toe-to-toe. Orman doing great work there with USP, but we're not seeing any of it.
Yep. Is Ramp's contact in as Oi pushes in. Does get a 1-for-1. Destroyer trying to trade back. Ramp room control is taken there by Invictus, who are wrapping through to heaven.
And it looks like it's going to be the full wrap to outers, so just ring around the rosy. Bomb goes down as Jam Young, nice shot onto Xiao. And that's going to control it for now. ViCi looking like it should be a 13-3 scenario. Flying on 53 HP has a long way to go. But look at this Jam Young position. He's so deep into CT, flying as well.
Disgusting.
He's going to have absolutely no idea of this position. Essentially just locked down, and Jam Young from the top of Fork. Beautiful line. That's a 10-round lead now for ViCi.
Yep. Not much to say for Invictus, really. They've kind of just got destroyed on this map.
It's not even over yet.
Yeah.
Look, it's pretty deep into the source right now.
Jordan thought he was going to take a nap.
He was trying. I walked out. And he's like, man, I'm trying to take a nap, but they're cutting into my nap time. It's like, oh, poor diddums.
Well, Invictus getting a wall of smokes ready. That's a good start. And now they can chuck their wall of smokes here. Try to get across towards Secret and break them down from there.
Solid place to send it. If they can get into the halls, these Deagles at close range are very deadly. Looking like a very high percentage play, but that's if they can cross in time and if they're not spotted. No one's actually looking this direction for ViCi, so they will be able to get across. Considering Norman's gone down early too. No one really here to hold. Kaze just making sure no one wraps around to hell. No one's down on that B site, so Jamyoung looks like he's going to position himself for the retake.
Yeah, I think ViCi just doing what you'd expect of just, you can't, especially in a man disadvantage situation, you're going to have a pretty tough time holding on to ramp and upper in this kind of a position. So they are just going to try to gamble onto upper, and it's not really working out for them. And I think if Invictus gets this bomb down, they will probably just maybe poke a little bit, maybe prod a little bit, see if they can get a kill, and if not, they'll just save.
Young, missed opportunity. There's going to be a lot of eyes on the prize, tag on his body, and he's going to back away straight away. And that's the round. One casualty. Invictus just looking to maybe just carry the armor across. Going to be very happy with this one. Because it's a round found nice and early in the half before ViCi run away with it. All of them should be able to survive here in the halls as well. It's crazy how little damage the bomb explosion does down on the B site, or just here on Nuke in general.
Pretty uneventful round, 1 kill. 1 kill and a wall of smokes. MVP Viva. 1 kill in round 17. The only kill. He got 100% of the kills that round.
Man, that's nuts. Doing it all himself.
Looks fresh too. Well, no guns retained for Invictus, which means that they have to empty the bank accounts heading into this round anyway. Buying up rifles and such. And ViCi still have a pretty good bar themselves. So it's anyone's game.
Again, a slower approach from Invictus, just making sure they punish any aggression from ViCi. Up on Silo, looks like Viva's going to try and slot a shot, but he's fallen down. It's going to actually be Xiao to find it. Sliding it straight through credit card. Charging Kaze with his life.
Alright, so do ViCi, after this wall of smokes comes down, actually try to contest a little bit more, or is it going to be the same approach of just stack upper, and if they go lower, it is what it is?
As the great man Kev has stolen the meme. Let's see if Flying can get anything done on the out of the lurk. For now, might actually be able to find the timing onto Orman, and he does. Invictus, slow approach, working out beautifully for them so far, but this time you can see the early rotation from Jamyoung, and he has been rifling up a Storm, but he's going to be spotted in this position, working the timing, Decon should be open, and Destroyer managed to get it through double doors instead. Zoking tries to come down at the perfect moment, wants to go through the smoke, it's one on the Xiao, and Oi's so low, so an opportunity for ViCi, flashing their way straight through. Destroyer, missed opportunity. It's going to go down to the 1-on-1 now as Advent tries to bring it back, and he's been good in this situation tonight. Oi on 32 HP, works the timing, gets Advent in the side, and that's going to be another on the board for Invictus, who are looking again to make the comeback happen.
Yeah, they'll try their best. Said they've been pretty fortunate in some of the opening picks in this game. Consistently finding that first frag, consistently getting across the lower uncontested. For how long that will keep happening, I am pretty skeptical.
How many do Invictus need before you believe?
16.
I hate you sometimes. I absolutely hate you. That's so toxic. And you picked Invictus too.
Yeah.
They'll
get it done on train, mate. Just you watch.
Oh, well, USP looking good for the moment, but not a huge amount more found, as we are going to see Invictus just dealing with the anti-eco perfectly, wrapping all the way to hell. And they've gone about this a very solid way. As Advent, well, this P2K probably about as powerful as those 2 finger guns that he's got in the picture there.
Oh, real powerful. Didn't know the P2K was so good.
Let's see what he can do from Tetris. Finds Oi looking at the wrong way, unfortunately. Unable to get the bink there, so won't be able to spam him down in time. And there it is, 6 on the board for Invictus. As ViCi able to finally move onto the guns again. Let's see if they can make this expensive, at least for Invictus, if not take the round, because they certainly did before.
Somewhat of a bank account built up for Invictus Gaming, so if they do lose a round or two, they will be able to sustain those losses and continue buying. Now he's a decent buy for ViCi Gaming. Not sure why Zoking's got so little. Oh, it's because he dropped Kaze and all, and only got an MP9 in return. That's kind of hard done by. That's pretty selfish, to be honest. Kaze even bought full armor and an incendiary. Could have dropped his boy a rifle or something, but I guess that's how you work out who your real friends are. Anyway. Looks like Invictus again lining up this wall of smoke on outside, but with a couple of players in towards lobby, it's probably more so looking like a timing push towards upper. Destroyer going out there. Orman slips his way into secret and puts down a one-way smoke.
Ooh, you love to see it.
But it is the timing push toward upper, and Zoking sitting there with that MP9 needs to get work done with Advent.
At least he's close range, but will he be mollied off the top of hut? Looks like we've got some util at the ready. Nice little underarm smoke to deny any vision there at Mustang, as we are going to see a great couple of entries come through. That's going to be the A site found flying, getting mollied down. Advent only good for the one on the site. And this molly as well should secure that plant. No cover for the moment, but Kaze forced back. It's a 3v4 for the retake. Flying, spam down through the smoke, and that's enough to allow ViCi to go for the round now.
Yeah. Still a little bit of utility on the retake. Nice fight, isolated by Orman.
But not overstepping his boundaries, and he's on the line for Destroyer as well. But all eyes on this direction. It's Orman to get the work done. Viva can't get anything, and ViCi 3 alive from that 3v4 retake. Invictus just dropped the ball at the worst moment, and ViCi have now secured a 14th round. That means just 2 more. And Invictus are going to have to rely on Train to get this over the line.
Still a good buy being put together here for Invictus, though. I think Zhao Sage can drop over an AK to one of his friends.
Great patience from Orman there, enabling him to find both those kills on the retake. But Invictus, as you mentioned, they do have the saving grace of another buy here in round 21, but I don't know if it's enough.
They can just get reset here is the problem, and then that's match point for ViCi.
Yep. Well, Invictus going for the slower approach. Mollies 4 utilized in a matter of seconds from ViCi, expecting a faster approach.
Yeah, dropping a lot of utility early on. They might have a bit of a misread on how good Invictus's money is. Might have expected a faster play.
Mm-hmm. But Invictus not showing their hand just yet. Might be able to catch them.
It's going to be wall of smoke on outside. You already got Kaze here for the first time, so I don't think there's going to be any mollies or flashes thrown out there. And now he throws out the one-way. He doesn't actually go down to the stairs, so I don't think he can one-way over that, actually.
Oh, he's making so much noise just trying to get up as Destroyer towards the yard. Zoking comes back. It's only good for one. It's trades us plenty. As Jam Young swings from hell as well. And that's going to be the reroute. Invictus sent packing straight back to T-Spawn now. Not sure if Advent's heard this, though.
He's just chilling in a pretty solid position. Sitting above hut there in the rafter. It's like Invictus going to walk out squeak. And I think they can get out and down vent if they want to, but they're going to continue to...
Oh, how's the line? Oh, Destroyer at the ready. Advent caught napping this time. That's going to be the entry that they need. The equalizer 2v2.
Doesn't go quite deep enough.
Just the util as well, setting up now for the retake. Smoke into Heart is going to force the aggressive play from Invictus. And Flying, he needs to play clutch now. He's got the HP. Destroy. If he can find 1-on-4, that's ridiculous. They are going to spot Kaze, who turns into the 1-on-1 now. Flying almost tagged through the Heart wall. And it looks like we are going to see Kaze realizing on 18 HP, he doesn't have a great chance of winning the round. So saving the op across, and with the money in the bag, maybe there's a chance to buy. If they do, it's going to be a very light investment. But Invictus, another on the board. Now just 7 behind ViCi. Round by round, they're trying to slog this one back. But again, it's so costly for them.
Yeah. They're going to go for that drop as well as the full investment, which is going to empty the bank accounts for Invictus. So they got no money yet on the comeback train. ViCi, they've got plenty of room to play with. I do imagine they'll probably just buy up pistols around this AWP, maybe a bit of armor, give themselves a shot, do some damage as well. But they're being pretty conservative with their money, actually. Not even upgrading pistols on Orman or Jam Young. Advent and Zoking only getting P250s here. Wall of smoke on outside for Invictus into a ramp play. Kaze running around this secret will be probably in a decent position to get to windows before Invictus can really make their way into lower, especially with the info that Jam Young's gathered. Even just the bink for good measure, the confidence and the crosshair placement. You do see Kaze is already in windows now.
Let's see if the early stack on the lower side works out. Jam Young able to continue fighting. Xiao, you haven't dealt with him. What are you doing? Kaze comes in. Gets the... I don't even think he got the leg there, so... Or putting no work in, rather. Zoking picks it up, tries to get the best damage done as possible. Cover on a decon. And it looks like it could just be exits for ViCi. They're just running amok, just completely running rings around the T's now. Keeps them guessing. Destroyer going to be spotting Advent here, who's stuck now in the halls. There's no one close to go for the trade, so Destroyer deals with that perfectly. And it looks like just saving the AWP is a priority for ViCi. They have both sent it straight into T-spawn. Orman going to be hanging around. Looks like he's on T-roof as well, just to aid in saving the AWP. And ViCi just going to be happy with that one. Able to fully bind to the next. Invictus with 4 alive, able to work up an economy somewhat.
Yeah, they're looking okay. They're getting a lot of confidence rounds towards the tail end of this game where they got absolutely slobber knocked. So that probably helps them going into train.
Slobber knocked.
Hmm.
What's a slobber knock incorporate?
Slobber knocker incorporated?
What does it
What does it incorporate?
entail?
What does it entail?
Yeah.
I'll tell you when you're older.
I'm older than you.
When you're older. When you're grown.
And I'm a big boy. Well.
Only the single orb, even though they had money for the double. Kaze just keeps $4,000 in his bank account because he's been playing Save Strike the last little bit. Another fast wall of smoke here. 2 smokes actually there for both Invictus and ViCi, but the smoke lands okay anyway. So crisis averted. No rotations down to the lowers. First one in position is Jam Young, and when I say in position, he's actually a little, I was going to say a little out of position, but he makes it into dark. They might think Kaze's the first rotation. Jam Young might have a bit of a timing here.
Well, Invictus looking like they are just fully committed to the site. Now, Jam Young again from the top of site. Works the timing, but it's Oi to go straight through that smoke. Nice little bit of progression utility.
That's a real...
Jam Young was getting completely collapsed on. Another Advent goes out with the flash, and this is looking good for ViCi to find a 15th. Spotted on the back of site. Destroyer now going to be struck down to 37. As Oi needs to fight here, still has the cover of the smoke. Another flash to try and get out, but ViCi, they've slowed it down for now.
Yeah, they're waiting for Orman to come in from secret, and he does strike. It puts a lot more pressure on Invictus to do something here. They know that they've lost control of that back vent position, so they're going to choose the correct option, try to go back towards Orman, find that engagement, and ring around the Rosie back to up the ladder. They found the correct timing. Orman, unfortunately, making a bit of a mistake there, and this is actually an opportunity for Invictus. They scramble back up the vent ladder. Going to try and put this bomb down in a good post plant, but Kaze Molly on the site. Destroyer runs into it.
It's under heaven though, so this is going to be hard for ViCi to get through. They don't have a flash to get out of heaven, and Destroyer has been pretty solid on the rifle today. So, box now. Solid position as well. Full control of Heart though. Zoking going to be coming in through Squeaky, but that allows them to come out of heaven. And they go loud. That's going to be 2 for Destroyer. Trade comes through. 1-on-1 now. Oi just needs to let the clock tick down. Zoking's been looking sharp, but he finds the headshot anyway. Denies him any information there. And that's going to be 9 on the board for Invictus. But again, another costly one. So the last round so crucial that they kept the 4 alive on the anti-eco.
Yeah, and that should have been ViCi's round every day of the week, to be honest, the way it played out. Jam Young playing a real sketchy position on top of the bomb site that he didn't really need to go for. And Orman giving it up towards Vent. Like, those are 2 times where ViCi, if they just don't really make those mistakes, they just close that round out. And they're on match point. Now they're going to go for a bit of a half buy around another AWP, which Kaze saved a lot of money for. I don't know if I really like that investment. Depends what he's doing with it. He's kind of playing quite passively. Maybe he just really feels like the savings going well and Invictus isn't really hunting him. So he's like, well, if I can have an AWP in this round and I can guaranteed save it, then may as well purchase it, right?
May as well.
A lot of smokes here for ViCi. Just trying to play that delay game.
I like that attempted spam from Fly. He's actually found some tags onto Zoking. That's going to be info as well, because they've surely heard this one. Now, util for the upper hit. Invictus looking to come through. Could be the double pump, but that 5-7 doing God's work at the moment. Destroyer trying to slide his way through, and Zoking takes him down. ViCi looking like they're about to put a 15th on the board off the back of a lackluster purchase. 2 AKs picked up, and it's Viva and Oi to try to salvage the round from this point. 5v2.
Yeah, Invictus' money is pretty cooked. They don't have a whole lot of loss bonus here, so if they do end up chopping this round, they're going to be a world of hurt, Mac.
Straight in the corner of the control room. Oi, yeah, same time, one bullet onto Zoking could do it, but it's going to be Jam Young coming in from Decon as Viva tries to tap that bomb, tries to bait out some aggression. Jam Young falls into the trap. Tech9 pulled out, but he doesn't realize. Almost managed to get that one onto Kaze, but Kaze just barely pulls it back with the P2K. That was a very scary situation for ViCi. They almost lost it, but still, 2 alive at the end to get them onto 15, get them onto map point.
ViCi started this game so strong, but these last, like, I don't know how many rounds, even them winning that round was sketchy.
Yeah, mess.
So it's like, come on, man, like, train's coming up. Let's tighten things up a little bit. I don't think Invictus has Destroyer. Hello? Are you there? Okay, he's there. Okay, we're good.
This is what we're seeing from ViCi. Even though they're so far in the lead, it reminds me of that Vertigo game against Tyloo, where they just get so scared, they just keep making, like, very bad decisions under pressure. And it allows the opponent back into the game. But Invictus, they're doing a great job to capitalize on this situation. Let's see if they can get 6 more. It's a big ask just to take us to overtime.
Yeah, some boneheaded plays in there for ViCi Gaming, but end of the day, they're getting this one done, and they're getting it done convincingly. Jordan doesn't look great. I could tell he hasn't slept.
Let's see if Invictus can do it on the lackluster buy. Xiao wants to try to trade out the teammates. Oi, there's an opening. There's a chance. He's trying to go forward. Manages to upgrade to that M4. Heaven player looking to swing out. Now Kaze slots one through, but doesn't overcommit here in the 3v3. Doesn't want to go down for free. And it looks like we are going to see the reroute back to Annex. Oh, bomb's actually gone down at Outers. Orman full control of it. So Invictus, yeah, they've got the site, but what you going to do with it?
Try to boost Heaven and get some weird angle where they can get a pick on these outside players. But Jam Young's in Narnia right now. He's got his telescope out and he's just ready.
Let's see if Flying can find a line. Certainly spotted, who's that, Orman.
There you go, Jam Young got it.
Fight and Jam Young. Great position to be in. Nice nade. Big damage, but look, if you can't secure that kill, it's not going to matter. Flying very focused on this position. That's going to be one of the Orman 2v2 now. Bomb still needs to be retrieved. There's 9 seconds on the clock. They're leaving it too late. Molly on the bomb's going to secure it 16-9. We're going to train. Ladies